Well, hello there everyone. Welcome back to Collection Month and the LEGO Lover 117 YouTube channel. I am your host as always, LEGO Lover 117, and today we are taking a look at my entire video game collection for 2021. And this is kind of interesting considering last year's video game collection wound up being featured on a YouTube channel with way more subscribers than me, way more notoriety. His name is Video Game Donkey. I am so sorry, I cannot pronounce that without sounding like I'm having a heart attack, but I'll link his channel in the description as well as the video where my collection is shown. He did kind of make fun of my stutter just a little bit, but you know what, I do that every now and then, so it didn't really bother me all that much, but I thought it was a funny parody of my stuff. I was categorized as a famous rapper, so look out for my mixtape, it's coming soon. If anyone found my channel from me being featured in that video, I welcome you to the channel. Thank you for joining me. And this is my complete video game collection for 2021. This includes pretty much all platforms that I have here in my house. Keyword there is in my house. I have a PS2 that's currently over at Hope's house because I didn't have anywhere to hook it up. I have a few games for that, as well as a PlayStation 3 that is over in her basement with quite a few games on that. There's some other Xbox 360 titles. She has an Xbox 360 and I've been buying her games for that system, so it's not really complete per se because I'm not featuring some of those titles. Actually, a lot of my GameCube library is currently over at her house because our actual GameCube is at her house, but this is everything that is under my roof right now. This is everything that I have access to play right here, right now. I have a ton of stuff. I really did not realize how much I have. I say that every time I set up these stacks here for any collection that I'm doing. I never realize how much I have until I have to get it all out and set it up on the floor. So let's go ahead and jump right into it here. We're starting off with the smallest section here, and this is handheld stuff that is loose. This is like Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. There's some DS games thrown in here as well. I'm just going to show them to you one by one. You know how these collection videos work, so let's jump right into it here. First title up is Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine on the Game Boy Color. This is the fabled 4-pack of SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge, Nicktoons Freeze Frame Frenzy, that is a tongue twister, Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown, and Rocket Power Zero Gravity something or other. I can't quite read it. Mater National on the Game Boy Advance. Not a bad port of that game. Mario Pinball Land. I almost forgot the land there. I usually just call it Mario Pinball. That's a fun one to just like sit around and play every now and then. For anyone who is wondering, I have a blue Game Boy Advance SP. I brought it in here with me, so there's that. It's not a backlit model, unfortunately. It's front lit, but it works. One of the numerous Star Wars games that I own for numerous different consoles. This is Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. Here's a Batman Beyond game. Is this Return of the Joker? Yes, it is Return of the Joker on Game Boy Color. Let's see. Here's a Bob the Builder game. Can we fix it for Game Boy Color? This is a fun one. Cute little game for kids. Oh, this is a classic Tetris on the Game Boy. This is probably the game I have logged most hours in on my GBA Advance. Or on my GBA, not GBA Advance. That'd be Game Boy Advance. Advance. Spider-Man Mysterio's Menace. This was a fun little platformer. The classic NES series Dr. Mario. This is a fantastic game. Simple puzzle game. I like the simple puzzle games. Those are some of my favorites. Jeopardy on the DS. R.I.P. Alex Trebek. And then Deal or No Deal on the DS. This is Star Wars Trilogy Apprentice of the Force. Here's Avatar The Burning Earth. Drake and Josh, because that apparently needed a video game. Larry Boy and the Bad Apple. Nicktoons Racing, with a label that looks like it had been dunked in water multiple times. And then Cartoon Network Speedway. Two competing franchises there. I like Nicktoons Racing more, though. SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Enjoyable little platformer. Another franchise that didn't really need a video game, Zoe 101. Again, developed by THQ, same with Drake and Josh. I don't know why those got video games. The GBA port of Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Spider-Man 2. And the original Spider-Man here. Fantastic Four. Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. Possibly the greatest game ever made. Gex. If you're a Scott the Woz fan, you know about Gex. Another GBA video cartridge. This is SpongeBob Volume 2. Lilo and Stitch 2. Hamsterville's Revenge. And the original Lilo and Stitch game here. A lot of these games are just basic platformers, but they're fun. Pokemon Sapphire, which I got for free when I bought my DS Lite. It came in the package with it for some odd reason. I don't know if the seller meant to include that, but it's mine now. Classic NES series Donkey Kong. Game & Watch Gallery 4. Fairly Odd Parents GBA video cartridge, Volume 1. Ford Racing 3, because I like representing a bad car company with bad games. X-Men Mutant Academy. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. This is just baseball. Supposedly it's with Nintendo characters, but I can't really tell when I actually play the game, but it's fun. This is a weird and obscure Lego game. This is Lego Football Mania. It's soccer, but with Lego people. It is. It's weird, man. Cars on the GBA Advance. I keep saying GBA Advance. It's not that. It's just GBA. It just feels weird. I should say GB Advance, but I don't know. And then rounding off our little stack here is Daredevil from 2003, because I like bad, obscure comic book video games. The Incredible Hulk, which is actually not a bad game. I very much enjoy that. And then our last cartridge here is Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. And then boom, like magic, everything has been returned into its little bin here. It's almost like I didn't cut out the part when I spent 5 minutes putting it all back inside. Now that we're done with the cartridge-based stuff, or at least the stuff that doesn't have boxes to it, let's jump right into these stacks here. So, we're going to start off, a little random this time around, but we're going to start off with PC games, because those are video games just as much as stuff for consoles is. So to begin with this stack right here, we have on top this Adrenaline Rush 3-pack. This includes Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, Skate Park Tycoon, and Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. And you can see right there, this was $2 on clearance at Half Price Books. I figured, hey, why the hell not? It's got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. People like that game, and 2 other games that are kind of fun, I guess. I've actually never heard of them. You guys who watch Let's Plays, you'll know about this one. The B-Movie game on PC. Yep, the superior way to play it. Or, you shouldn't play that game at all, actually. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. This was another clearance buy at Half Price Books. Star Wars Empire at War. I think this is like a strategy game, a real-time strategy game. I've actually never got the chance to play it. Here's one of my favorite Star Wars games. I own this one on multiple platforms. This is Star Wars The Force Unleashed, the Ultimate Sith Edition. This one includes a whole bunch of DLC, like new levels after the main story is over. It's awesome. And then Lego Indiana Jones, another clearance buy at Half Price Books. I get a lot of my, I wouldn't say crappy games, but a lot of the weird, obscure stuff on PC from Half Price Books. I shop there a lot, if you couldn't tell. Here's some PC games without cases. We have SpongeBob Employee of the Month and SpongeBob Operation Krabby Patty. Battle for Bikini Bottom, which is different than the console port. This one is a point-and-click adventure type game. The console port's better, though. And then Nicktoons Basketball. Those all came in like a 4-game value pack that my parents got for me for my birthday when I was younger, and I played all of those. Except for Nicktoons Basketball. Never really got into that one. I'm not really a sports guy. Lilo and Stitch Trouble in Paradise, as well as Lilo and Stitch Hawaiian Adventure. Oh yeah, this one I love. Lego Preschool. Yeah, my style. You know, that's great. And then Mickey Mouse Preschool. You guys know I played a lot of preschool games on the computer when I was a kid. I don't play that nowadays, obviously not. You wouldn't catch me dead playing Mickey Mouse Preschool. I'm a man. I like manly things, like guns and drinking. Yeah, that's what I like. I totally don't like printing out pictures of Goofy and coloring them. Not me. One of my favorite underrated Disney shows, Roly Poly Oly, The Search for Spot. This whole series just got added to Disney Plus, and I'm so excited for that because it's horribly underrated. Nobody talks about it nowadays, and it's amazing. Y'all should go watch it. Here's Tomb Raider 2. You can't have Tomb Raider 2 without Tomb Raider 1. These are like a weird, like, Super Saver line for older games that were re-released, I guess. I don't know, I got them at half-price books for $2 each. The Return of Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, this time on the PC. And then VeggieTales of the Mystery of Veggie Island, which was one of the games you could have played if you came to the entertainment show. Nobody wanted to play it, though. That was sad. Lego Island, Lego Racers, Lego Loco, Thomas and Friends, The Great Festival Adventure. This one was my favorite one as a kid, as you all know. Trouble on the Tracks, Railway Adventures, the best Thomas game that's ever been released. You will have to fight me on that one. Building the New Line, Bob the Builder, Can We Fix It? The PC port of this game. There was a PlayStation 1 port of this too that I actually have. It's over at Hope's house right now, unfortunately. I can't show it to you here. Clifford Learning Activities, SpongeBob Lights Camera Pants, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game, which is also not the same as the one on console. This one's a point-and-click adventure. The other one's a platformer. The console one's better in my opinion. Classic Star Wars game right here. TIE Fighter. The collector's CD-ROM version. Star Wars Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. This one was weird because it has live-action cutscenes, like they're actual actors playing the characters that are in this game, and it was kind of jarring to go from weird CG graphics to, oh look, that's a real person playing Kyle Katarn. What? Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. A friend gave me that. The Phantom Menace tie-in game. And an obscure one, Star Wars Force Commander. Rounding out our PC section, we have the UK version of Thomas Saves the Day with slipcover and all that, so that's cool. And then the big box version of the Great Festival Adventure, which I love to this day. It's got amazing artwork on both the front and the back. Love me some big box PC stuff. Alright, now we're moving into the 3DS. Not a huge selection here, but we have Animal Crossing New Leaf, Lego Batman 2, Lego City Undercover The Chase Begins, Lego Ninjago Shadow of Ronin, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. I actually found this in a Target a few months ago. They were clearancing out their old 3DS stock. This one, I think, was the last 3DS title they still had on their shelf, so I was like, hey, I'll pick it up. It was like $10. Mario Kart 7, Super Mario Brothers 2, New Super Mario Brothers 2, I should say, Super Mario 3D Land, and Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo 3DS. And now we move on to the regular DS, and hoo boy, do I have a lot of games for this system. Avatar The Last Airbender, Cars Major National, Cars Race-A-Rama, Cars 2. Somebody in the comments of last year's video game collection called me out for saying this guy went on a huge in-depth rant on the different versions of the Cars 2 video game but only played one level of Mario Galaxy. I thought that was funny, and also it's true. I still have only ever played one level of Mario Galaxy, and this version of Cars 2 on this console is the best version. The Wii version sucks. Or all the other console versions suck, because this one actually follows the story of the movie. A Drawn to Life SpongeBob SquarePants version. I love that new for 2009 sticker right there on the package. That's my favorite part of that. Hasbro Family Game Night, Justice League Heroes, Kung Fu Panda, Lego Battles, Lego Battles Ninjago, Lego Batman, Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, and Lego Star Wars 2 The Original Trilogy. Can you tell I like the Lego games? Alright, to start off this next stack here, here's some GBA boxes that I have here. The box for Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. I have them in these protective cases, so I don't like to keep the games in there if I ever want to play them. And then this is actually a sealed copy of Larry Boy and the Bad Apple. Never been opened. Bought that at a used video game store with Multi-Green Thunder and... who else was there? I'm so sorry. Miles? Were you there? Yes, it was Miles. Oh, Miles, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad now. Anyway, let's move past my glaring error there. Here's Lego Star Wars 3. I have great memories with this port of Lego Star Wars 3 because I was sick. I had to go to the doctor and I had to get a shot and I was afraid of shots, and my mom said, if you get the shot, we'll take you to Target and we'll buy you Lego Star Wars 3 on the DS. So I said, give me the damn shot, Doc. And I beat most, if not all, of the story mode the first day I had it. So, great memories with that version. Madagascar Carts. I think I said in last year's video game collection that game was a classic. I don't know why it's not a classic. It's a bad game. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I picked this up in Indianapolis this year at a Mega Replay, I think it was. Mario Kart DS. Fun fact about this game, Multi-Green Thunder owns a bootleg version of this game that he's going to do a video on at some point on his gaming channel. So I just spoiled that for you, Multi. Ha! Mario Party DS. Great memories playing that game with my friends. I was over at one of my friends' houses and we stayed up pretty much the entire night just playing that and Mario Kart on our DSs. I mean, it was great. I miss those days. Being an adult sucks. Mario vs. Donkey Kong Miniland Mayhem, New Super Mario Bros., Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island, Nicktoons MLB, I have no explanation. Penguins of Madagascar. This is a fun little platformer here. I like the Penguins franchise. They're funny. Phineas and Ferb, Pop Tropica Adventures. This one's for Hope. She likes this. So, Ratatouille, Shrek's Carnival Craze Party Games. Got that for Easter one year. Shrek the Third. Bad movie and also bad game. Spider-Man 2. Picked this up from a great used game store in Champaign, Illinois. Spider-Man Battle for New York. SpongeBob Atlantis SquarePantis. SpongeBob versus the Big One Beach Party Cook-Off. A lot of words in that title I can't say. Also a very long title. SpongeBob Boating Bash. SpongeBob Creature from the Krusty Krab. SpongeBob featuring Nicktoons Globs of Doom, because I guess the Nicktoons franchise needed just to say SpongeBob. I don't know why they named this SpongeBob featuring Nicktoons. It's part of the Nicktoons game franchise. I guess SpongeBob was a more bankable name than the Nicktoons are. SpongeBob the Yellow Avenger. Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron. This is actually a fun game. It was based off of the story for the canceled Battlefront 3. So it's kind of fun to see what that game would have been like if it actually got finished. Star Wars The Clone Wars Jedi Alliance. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. Star Wars Lethal Alliance. Very obscure Star Wars game. Not a lot of people have actually played it or let alone heard of it. You play as a Twi'lek bounty hunter. Because I like golf, sue me. Tiger Woods PGA Tour on the DS. TMNT. And rounding out the DS, Toy Story 3. A really good licensed video game. Alright, I mentioned earlier my GameCube section's a little bit small. That's because most of it's over at Hope's house. But I'll show you the stuff I have here. This is a 2-pack of GameCube games. We have Madden 08 and NFL 2K3 that I picked up at the same store that I got the Larry Boy and the Bad Apple at. It's got Madden 08 and there's NFL 2K3. I bought it mainly for Madden 08 because Scott the Woz, you know, I'm a Scott the Woz fan. Lego Star Wars, the original game, the one I did the Let's Play series on. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's fun. One of the best Mario Karts ever. Double Dash. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Once again, I like golf. Sue me. That's one of my favorite Mario sports titles. Mario Superstar Baseball. Still cannot play this game. I don't know what it is. It's the fact I'm used to the motion controls with Mario Super Sluggers. I can never hit the ball right. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Absolutely fantastic platform game there. One of the best licensed games ever made. And the sequel, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I stand by my criticisms of this game's camera controls and just how damn hard it is. And rounding out the GameCube stuff is Star Wars The Clone Wars. Alright, now we come to my very small physical Switch collection. A lot of my Switch games I own digitally because it's just more convenient for me. And the eShop has some pretty cool sales every now and then, but I do have quite a few games physically actually, so let's take a look here. We have Animal Crossing New Horizons, Cars 3 Driven to Win, Lego The Incredibles, Mario Golf Super Rush, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mortal Kombat 11, NBA 2K18, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, and finally, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Alright, now we're getting into the Wii section. We got the Netflix Wii streaming disc. That doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. Ford Off-Road. I own a lot of these bad Ford games because I plan on doing Let's Plays for all of them in the future. Another copy of Madden 08, this time on the Wii. SpongeBob Creature from the Krusty Krab. SpongeBob featuring Nicktoons Globs of Doom. We got another new for 2009 sticker on there. I just love that. I don't know why. It's just fun. Avatar The Last Airbender. I bought that from GameStop right before they started getting rid of their Wii section. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Wii Fit Plus. That came with my Wii balance board. When my mom used to use the Wii to work out, she bought this EA Active Personal Trainer game. That's a shovelware garbage title. Mater National. Racerama. Mater's Tall Tales. Cars 2. Basically Mario Kart with a Cars skin on top of it. Madagascar Karts. Wii Sports with new artwork this time. I printed off some new artwork here and it looks pretty nice. I got rid of that old artwork that I drew for it. Wii Sports Resort. My favorite sport in that game was basketball, followed shortly by sword fighting. Wii Play. Animal Crossing City Folk. Super Paper Mario. Mario Super Sluggers. Absolutely fantastic game. I love Mario Super Sluggers so much. The game I've still only played one level in, Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy 2. Mario Kart Wii. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. You know what? I like Brawl. There's a lot of people out there that hate Brawl. I enjoy it. It's a fun game. I grew up with it. Donkey Kong Country Returns. I would like to get the 3DS port of that game because I don't like the motion controls, and I hear the 3DS port is actually better than the Wii one. SpongeBob Truth or Square, forming the unofficial Heavy Iron Studios SpongeBob trilogy. That trilogy did not go out on a high note, just saying. Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots. Nicktoons MLB. Avatar The Burning Earth. Garbage title here, Puss in Boots, that I think I got for like Christmas one year from one of my aunts. The Kung Fu Panda game makes its return. NBA 2K12. I have a U-Draw tablet, so that came with U-Draw Studio. And then I've got this shovelware U-Draw game. It's Dude's Big Adventure. I don't think I've ever played that. This is the game I played mostly on the U-Draw, was Pictionary. That was a fun one. You have Toy Story 3, Toy Story Mania, with one pair of the 3D glasses that it came with. I don't have any of the other ones. Hasbro Family Game Night 3. The Game of Life was my favorite one in that. Mousetrap was fun too. New Carnival Games, not the original Carnival Games, but the new one. And then Carnival Games Mini Golf. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. This got a remaster on the Switch, I'm pretty sure, and I kind of want to get it. That was a fun game. Wipeout the game. I was obsessed with Wipeout when I was a kid, and I really wanted to play Wipeout the game, so there's that. Lego Star Wars 3. Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. Star Wars The Clone Wars Lightsaber Duels. This game is actually fun. I like it. I might do a Let's Play on it at some point. I was so excited to get it when I first heard of its existence when I was a bit younger. And then my last game on the Wii is The Force Unleashed. First time I ever played, and the first time I ever finished this game was on the Wii with its bad graphics. Alright, because we have a lot of dead space over here, let's move the camera slightly over here so we can take a look at my Xbox collection. This includes the OG Xbox, the Xbox 360, and the Xbox One. So we'll start with the Xbox One here. This is Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series. I miss Telltale games, man. They were great. Game of Thrones, the Telltale series. I don't miss Game of Thrones. That show had a terrible ending, but I do miss Telltale Studios still. We have Disney Infinity 3.0. There's another franchise I miss. I miss the Disney Infinity stuff. I've got a whole bunch of figures for it. We have the BioShock collection, which includes BioShock, BioShock 2, and BioShock Infinite. I think I got this at like a GameStop closeout sale or something. It was pretty cheap. Borderlands 3, which I picked up on Black Friday a few years back with my brother. I got it for fairly cheap, and it was pretty cool considering it was a newer game out at that point. This one, unfortunately, I just have the GameStop case for. This is the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which is Gears of War Remastered for the Xbox One. Minecraft Story Mode because of the memes. The Avengers game, which I thought wasn't bad, but then I played through it and it's very repetitive. I haven't finished it yet, but I don't know. It's going to take a lot for me to go back to that. This one isn't an Xbox One game, but it's optimized for the Xbox One. Red Dead Redemption, it's also in an Xbox One case. Grand Theft Auto 5. Rockstar will never let this game die. They're just going to keep milking it until it's completely bone dry. I mean, they're literally bringing this to the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. This released in 2013. Let it go already. Lego DC Supervillains. The weirdest part about this entire game, Mark Hamill is voicing Joker. I was used to the guy who voiced Joker back in Lego Batman 2. That was always the Lego Joker to me, and to hear Mark Hamill's voice come out of that figure, I don't know what it is. I like his voice. I don't hate Mark Hamill as the Joker. I love him in Batman the animated series. It just, I don't know, hearing his voice come out of the Lego Joker, kind of jarring for me. Nicktoons Kart Racers, the Lego Ninjago movie video game. Funny enough, I just picked that up on the Switch for $8 on the eShop. Lego City Undercover. This is a fantastic Lego game. Lego Worlds, an interesting concept for a Lego game. I haven't played it much, but from what I have played, it's fun. South Park, The Fractured But Whole. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I think I have the original Tomb Raider in here somewhere. Mortal Kombat X, which is Mortal Kombat 10. The Lego Harry Potter collection. This includes both Harry Potter 1 and 2, the Lego games, the Lego Movie 2 video game. Here's Tomb Raider. We have 2016's Doom, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's a game my brother wanted, as well as Mafia 3. Here's Batman, the Telltale series, and then the sequel to that, Batman the Enemy Within. Both of those are fantastic. I love that Batman storyline that Telltale came up with. Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition. This is a bad game. Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is an improved game, but still not great. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This is a fantastic game. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Decent game. I finished it. It's okay. And to round out the Xbox One, Injustice 2. Whew, my arms are starting to get tired here from sitting here on the floor and moving all these games around, but let's keep going here. We have the original Xbox next up. The Batman Begins tie-in game, published by EA. Burnout 3 Takedown. This is one of the first games I ever found at Goodwill. The Fantastic Four game. I, once again, restate that I like bad comic book video games. Finding Nemo. This was a request by Hope to get because she likes Pixar, I guess. This one's just funny. Ford Mustang, The Legend Lives. I just like that tagline, and I want to do a Let's Play on it. This one's also hilarious to me. Ford versus Chevy. Two bad car brands fighting it out to find out which can be the worst. I apologize to you if you have a Chevy or a Ford. I drive a Pontiac, which is a GM, which also owns the Chevy brand. So I feel your pain. How could I have the original Xbox and not have Halo? I'd be sacrilegious if I didn't. And then how could you not have the sequel, Halo 2? I mean, come on now. I have Halo 4 and Halo 3 on the Xbox 360. Spoiler alert. Up ahead here. The first Incredibles 2, Incredibles Rise of the Underminer, Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, Max Payne. I thought this was cool because it's got an EB Games sticker on the front of it, and it was also found at Goodwill along with Burnout 3. Simpsons Road Rage. I still need Simpsons Hit and Run. Spider-Man, and one of the best superhero games of all time, Spider-Man 2. Star Wars Clone Wars makes a second appearance here, but if you flip it around, Tetris Worlds. Episode 3 tie-in game. This one's actually pretty fun. It's got a great lightsaber duel multiplayer feature. Star Wars Obi-Wan. I'd actually never heard of this game prior to seeing it on store shelves at used game stores, so I picked it up and can't wait to give it a try. Thrillville. This is a LucasArts game. I like LucasArts because they made some great Star Wars games and some great Indiana Jones stuff, and they were just a great studio, and I miss them. I wish they'd come back, but Thrillville, I've never actually heard of this. Well, that's a lie. I have heard of it. I've never played it, though, I should say. But excited to have it now. And finally, X-Men 2 Wolverine's Revenge. Okay, Lord have mercy on my soul. We are getting close to the end here. These are all the Xbox 360 titles I have physically. Let's jump right into this. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Found that at a pawn shop for like 50 cents, I think the guy gave it to me for. Batman Arkham Asylum, the Game of the Year version. Playable in 3D, apparently. I don't have a 3D TV. You have Arkham City. And before I move on here, I want to show you this cool little thing. I have the statue from the collector's edition of Arkham City. I've never had a chance to show this off on camera, so I just wanted to show you here. Check it out. It's really awesome. I keep it in here on top of my Xbox 360. Bourne Conspiracy, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Captain America Super Soldier. This will be coming on Let's Plays before the end of the year. Cars 3 Driven to Win. Crackdown. Deadpool. Disney Infinity. Disney Infinity 2.0. And 3.0. It always bothered me that they cheaped out on the poster art after 1.0 came out for Disney Infinity. Like, the first case had this great poster, and then the other two, you just get one color. Doom 3, the BFG version, in this really bad Xbox 360, Xbox One melded case. I hate this, but where else am I supposed to put it? It's an Xbox 360 title, but it doesn't have the Xbox 360 artwork. It makes me upset. Forza Horizon 2, Gears of War 2, another Goodwill find, Grand Theft Auto 5, Halo 4. I have Halo 3. It is just not physical. It's digital, or else I'd own all the Halo games physically, unfortunately. Hellboy, The Science of Evil. The Incredible Hulk, which is next on our Marvel series over on Let's Plays. That'll be coming out soon. Iron Man. You all know my thoughts on that game. Iron Man 2. Blah. Not much better than the first one. Wipeout 2. Kinect Star Wars. Huge disappointment. Kinect Sports. And a Kinect Sports 2-pack, which includes the first one and the second one. Never really got into that. It was a shameless ripoff of Wii Sports. Kinect Joyride. Marvel's Avengers Battle for Earth. Not a bad game, actually. I kind of enjoyed that. It was like an arcade-style game. And then every Kinect owner is legally required by law to own at least one copy of Kinect Adventures. If you don't, you're violating the law. I'm going to have to call the police on you. Lego Batman. Lego Batman 2. Lego Batman 3. The second one's the best in that trilogy. Fight me. Lego Indiana Jones. The Lego Movie video game. Lego Lord of the Rings. Lego Marvel Superheroes. Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. And Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. You remember how I said earlier that I like the Lego franchise? Can you tell now? Another copy of Madden 08, last one on the Xbox 360. NBA 2K13. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Sonic Generations. Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. This includes a crap ton of games on it. It is an amazing collection. Star Wars The Clone Wars Republic Heroes. People crap on that game too much. I kind of like it. And finally, wrapping this all up, Thor, God of Thunder. Very underwhelming ending because this game is presumably not good. Oh, and you can see my Atari 2600 back here with the game Combat inside of it. So I guess there's actually one more game because Combat there. This was my dad's when he was a kid, and it's up here just because it's a game room. There has to be some kind of Atari inside of a game room, and it's sitting on top of an old MS-DOS PC, a compact to be exact. So if I stand up and pan out here, I'll show you everything. This is most of it. However, we forgot one very important aspect of my video game collection, and that is the Cars video game collection, because if you guys didn't know, I have every single release of Cars that has ever been put out on a home console. So I have the Game Boy Advance version, the DS version, the PSP version. I don't even own a PSP. The GameCube version, the PlayStation 2 version, the Xbox version, the Xbox 360 version, the Wii version, and the PC version. Why do I own all of these copies of Cars? Because this is my favorite video game of all time. It's wonderful. It's a great licensed game. It's got great action, great character development, all that good stuff. Cars is my favorite video game ever. It's probably the game that I've played the most. I have beat Cars multiple times on multiple different consoles. Plus, I got inspired by Scott the Woz collecting all the versions of Madden 08, so I decided to get all the versions of Cars, because I have disposable income. So, that is everything. Physically. With that all being said, though, guys, I want to thank you all so very much for watching this video, for sticking with me throughout this entire thing. My ass is sweating. That's too much information. I probably shouldn't have told you that. But, yeah, this is everything. I have to put all this back now. I'm gonna probably jump off a bridge before I do that. That's sad. Maybe I won't do that. I'm rambling at this point. You know what? We're gonna end on this shot of pixelized Batman because he's cute. And it's video game related. So I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. And as always, good night, everybody.